slow and slow, bringing you Bigfoot news, yo. Oh yeah. Watching in the woods, catching all the clues. Oh yeah. Digging deep to bring you all the news. From sightings to footprints, it's all in the light. Stay tuned to Squatch-D, it's out of sight.
And good evening, cyberspace. Welcome to the Bigfoot News for today's date, April 19th, 2024. I'm your host, your guide, the Squatch Detective Steve Kulls, along with my co-host with the most right down there, Mr. Chris Bennett. Hello, Chris.
Good to see you, man. Hope you've had a better week than I have. It's been rough down here in Kentucky, man. My washing machine conked out on me Monday, so Monday I had it torn up, everything. By Wednesday, it was back together.
Well, as you know, things are always up and down here at the Squatch Detective's residence for a while, but we are still smiling. We're still all good. We have so many thoughts, so many ways of doing things, so many ways of keeping positive, no matter how much shite they try throwing at you. Here I am, smiling, laughing at the efforts, and here we are.
And my light is a little bright tonight. I feel like I'm like under the 3rd degree.
Well, maybe you'll get a tan.
Yeah, I need one.
Your wife accidentally switched the ring light with the tanning lamp.
Tanning bulb.
Yeah. The end of the show, you got a 3rd degree sunburn.
That's the way it is around here, man. That's the only kind of tan I can get. I can't get one by going to the beach. Can't afford that. No. But yeah, we got the yard mowed this week, and that was a good thing because it was like basically knee high, and still got to get some other stuff done. But hey, everything's going pretty well.
Yep. And today's going to be kind of a quiet show. I didn't mass advertise this show because there's just so many minor news stories this week. Yeah. Nothing really major going on.
No, yeah. You type up Bigfoot in the news for the first 2 or 3 pages, you're going to see what, Steve? You're going to see
Sasquatch sunset.
Yes, everybody.
And that's not going to go well. One of our usuals, Nikki, actually saw it today. And I saw her Facebook post, and what she posted as her taste of it was not very promising.
Oh, man.
So I think I'll wait till it comes out on free TV. Oh, there's our buddy Brian Wolf. Hello, Brian. We're gonna do our roll call here in a second.
Oh yeah.
But here we go. Let's get to the roll call, and then we can get back to our normal stuff. So, let's say hello. First in today, Walter Kroll. Hello, Walter. Pete H in the house. Lester Taylor. The Bat Mom. Hello, Bat Mom. Grasshopper. Good to see you.
Grasshopper.
Little Kilroy was here.
Kilroy, welcome.
Daniel Weeks.
Daniel, good to see you.
Jen is here. Jen's in the house. So, Jay Fritz says his feet hurt.
Hey, Jay.
Who else?
Let's see, Tom Connolly.
Tom Connolly in the house. Jermac 10. Hello, Jermac. Good to see you, sir. Angel Nolan, there's Angel, and Don Fuller, what's going on? Elton, aka Faster Man, of course, Brian Wolf, my buddy from Ravenna, Ohio, who's got that rockin' station out there, internet radio station.
Oh yeah.
And DM Zabo made in, and that's it for now.
Welcome.
Just the few lurker, and we got a bunch of lurkers in here as well.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I do that too. I go to shows, and I'll have them on in the background while I'm working or doing something else, listening to it, trying to keep the Bigfoot moving through.
So, where do we want to start, Chris?
I don't know. There's the 2 biggest items that I saw this week on the news. The most popular things was, first of all, the Sasquatch sunrise, sunset. Okay.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. And so this movie, I don't know if it's going to be any good or not. I'm probably not going to go to the theater to see it, but I will watch it. It should be on, one of the
Free-
pay services.
Free TV soon enough.
Well, yeah, well, something you got to pay for, I'm sure, but that's fine. I'll do that. Watch it at home. The main reason, I'm kind of cheap, and I don't like to go to the movies and spend $20 on a soda and
Hey,
a
thank you,
ball of
Jen. She
popcorn.
says you can lurk, but make sure you hit that like button.
Yeah. I could spend $20 on a drink and popcorn to go to the movies plus the ticket. If it's a decent show like Godzilla,
I want to see that one so bad.
yeah.
Godzilla -1. Found out that the release date for digital is going to come out on Prime Video on May 3rd.
That's going to be good.
2024. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. The only thing that, the only reason I didn't go to the theater and see it is because it wasn't dubbed. It was all in Japanese. And don't get me wrong, that's fine. But the only thing I know in Japanese is Ishimai Akai Tairu.
Right.
And that means basically how much for the red towel.
Right now, Batmom is thinking we're talking about the Godzilla movie with Kong in it, where all the Titans were there. No, we're talking about the movie that was Japanese made by the Toho company, who is the first Godzilla -1, and that actually won an Academy Award for Best Special Effects. Yeah, amazing that it won any kind of Academy Awards at all. It's the only Godzilla movie ever to do that.
Well,
it's actually the highest box drawing Godzilla movie in history right now.
And the thing of it was, that they talked about it. The Japanese crew that made that, they said it was only a $15 million movie.
Right?
They on a $15 million budget, and then the director said, "Yeah, I wish I had $15 million to spend." So it didn't even cost that. And they just blew Hollywood out of the water. And
right.
I would have went to seen it. I would have supported them.
Yeah,
but I will.
So Batman, Mom, if you haven't seen the trailers to Godzilla -1, when this show's over with, get on YouTube and type in Godzilla -1 trailer. It's amazing. Yeah. It's the original. It's a retelling of the original Godzilla that was made in the late 50s.
Yeah.
And it is different. It's a retelling, but it's different. They bring back the old Godzilla music from the very first movie. There's even a black and white version now of it, but it's a post World War II Japan. Like this is supposed to be circa 1946, 47 that this happens. And it just looks
in the first Godzilla movie, the one that was redid for US release, that had Raymond Burr in it.
Yes.
That was done from the Americans' point of view. Okay.
Right.
This one is done from the Japanese point of view. And it's supposed to be, we'll see.
Yep. And that one by far blows. I mean, it's serious. It's a serious movie. It's not like, oh, there's all these monsters in it and all this clashing. No, this is just Godzilla against the Japanese.
Yeah.
And it's just the time, the costumes, the dressing of it just looks phenomenal. And I've got most of the storyline down, and it's going to be a real.
Lester's killing me. It's not the same without the bad dubbing. And that's true. I was raised on Godzilla movies. Okay, I've seen them all, and I love them all. Okay, but there were a few that's kind of hokey,
but I'm not sure if this is dubbed or subtitled. This may be subtitled. This is going to be a subtitled movie.
They speak in Japanese.
They're speaking Japanese. Kind of also adds to that realism of it. But the American characters in Godzilla -1 are speaking English. So that's, really crucial, because there is a part with the U.S. Army where the U.S. Army says, "Sorry, Japan, this is your problem, not ours." Right? So it's going to be a really smart way of doing a film. And at the same time, it covers a Japanese failed kamikaze pilot who has PTSD because of his involvement in the war. and he's the only guy really that can take this on, and it goes into his PTSD and all this other stuff. So it looks like a really great movie. It hits on many different points, emotional, and that's what the critics loved about it, was that this wasn't just a monster versus, it was a human story as well. So,
and the new one's supposed to be Godzilla versus Kong, something,
right?
Inner World or something. I don't know, some kind of weird. I don't know, but that's going to be the Hollywood one, I think.
Right, and that looks good too. That again, Godzilla and Kong aren't really going to go battle against one another. They're actually going to team up yet again. But it really.
Oh man, we've really got off track here. We
have. I'd say
from Bigfoot movies to King Kong movies to Godzilla movies. And
while we're at it, let's make an honorable mention to Mighty Joe Young.
Yeah, Mighty Joe Young. That was a good movie. Both of them. I saw the original and the remake. Both were good.
But
First Tackle Tactician representing. Thank you, buddy. Good to see you.
Hey, and Patrick Barron snuck in too.
Pat, welcome.
And Sharon. There's Sharon from Belgium.
Hey, Sharon.
Hello, Sharon. But yes, okay. So what else do we got? We got a Yowie picture apparently out of Australia.
Yeah. This one is let's see, what's the date on this? It's from the Daily Star, and this is supposed to be recent. April 13th. It says Australian Yowie photographed on beach, but Bigfoot believer spots something and snaps. Okay. Now this is not how I speak, but I'm just going to read it out. A bloke reckons, that sounds pretty good. A bloke reckons he might have photographed a Yowie, a Bigfoot-like figure rumored to live in the Australian outback, taking a leisurely stroll along an Aussie beach.
Hold on a second, Chris.
Yeah.
Hold on. Just repeat where he seems to roam.
Bloke reckons he might have heard of a Bigfoot-like figure rumored to live in the Australian outback.
He's rumored to live in the Australian outback. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. 2 images of a hairy humanoid figure were shared to the Bigfoot Believers group on Facebook by Frank Booth on Saturday, April 13th. Frank's post explained the photographs were taken in the town of Loch Sport in Victoria, roughly 250 kilometers east of Melbourne.
Weird.
What is that, about 175 miles or something like that?
I don't know.
It's hard for me to convert. Okay. 250 kilometers east of Melbourne. The images show what appears to be a bipedal figure moving across the beach and into a row of trees. And sure enough, it shows a image of it. And guys, I'm telling you, from what I've seen, this is probably the worst looking Bigfoot suit I have ever seen. So, okay, we'll get on to the bottom part. It says, some people seem to think the photos might show an actual Bigfoot. One commented, "Yowie, could be." A second said, "That looks so real." However, most people declared it to be a hoax and pointed to one aspect of the images in particular that seemed to give it away. One person said, "Y'all got to stop with these fake pictures." That must have been somebody from Kentucky. "Look at the wrinkles in the leg of that suit." A second said, "That's not even a good suit. Sheesh." While a third wrote, "Yep, a suit. Zoom in on it and you can see how it bags." And that's was my impression too. Really baggy. Another said, "Definitely a costume. Can see the looseness in the body." I agree. To which Frank replied, "He looked very muscular to me." Okay, Frank. The legend of the Yowie in Australia has its roots in Aboriginal.
What wasn't Frank the guy they used to take the sand down when he was at the beach?
I don't know. I can't
Yeah,
remember what the guy's
maybe they took Frank and tied him to the pier for high tide.
It says the Bigfoot-like figure is reputed to live in the outback, which alleged sightings dating back as early as 1795. Now, that's news to me. I didn't know they had them back in 1795. Uh-oh.
So Grass is asking, where are the pics?
Hang on. Can we share them on here?
Nope.
No, can't.
Nope. I'm not doing nothing yet.
Okay. Well, we'll put it on maybe Squatch-D TV, the website.
No, you know, like I said, you can go to Facebook and just Google the Yowie video by that guy Frank from the Bigfoot Believers group, because there's a reason why I'm not showing nothing.
Well, the title, it's from the Daily Star, and if you want to look up the article, maybe we should leave a link down in the description. The title is Australian Yowie photographed on beach, but Bigfoot believer spots something in snaps.
Yep.
So, you know, that'll get it to you. But believe me, you're not missing anything.
Now, and don't y'all, as they say in Kentucky, don't y'all worry about that. We got to fix. Right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody commented from Kentucky could have said, y'all got to
y'all.
quit.
Or somebody from the South anyway.
Yeah.
Well, let me, I knew that was going to come up. Somebody was going to say, where are the pictures?
Yeah.
But I want to keep things positive tonight. And we'll have a little more arm room coming another week.
Well, they're posted on Facebook.
Yes. Very true. They are posting that. You know what? Bring it up, Chris. Bring it up.
Okay,
bring it up. It's posted on Facebook.
Okay, now let's see. Y'all just give me a minute to figure out how this thing works.
Okay, well, Lester, let's not confuse the Daily Star with the Star. The Star is an American tabloid. The Daily Star is actually an Australian newspaper.
Yeah. Okay.
Alexa, shut up.
There's the one photo. Can you see him through the middle of the trees there?
Hang on. I don't see nothing, Chris.
Hang on. Wait a minute, maybe. What about now?
There we are.
Okay. Yeah, I must not click the right thing yet. There we go.
Yeah, could you put that in full screen for a second?
Hang on just a second. Oh, that is full screen. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that don't look very good.
That's as big as it gets.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could see it. He's got wrinklies in there and everything else, so it's not very
flip is going on here.
Okay, there we go. Okay, we still here?
We are. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very good. It's pretty. Once you zoom in on it a little bit, you're like, oh no. It looks like the guy got his pants too long, and they're kind of wrinkled up at the legs, and it's pretty bad. But you know, hey, you know, I'm not saying that Frank has tried to hoax anybody. You know, Frank could be a victim in this case, and you know, he might have somebody had run out of the woods and then ran back in and with a Bigfoot suit on and got him. But I wouldn't put too much credibility in this one. Bat Mom says, yeah, we totally see it. Yogi Bear.
Hey, boo-boo, let's get a picnic basket.
Yeah.
Anyhow. Yeah, so, wow, that was not the necessarily greatest.
No, and, you know, like with the Bigfoot news cycle, what was the second one? Was the guy out in Oklahoma? These two stories are dominating. One, you know, the Sasquatch sunset, and two, the guy in Oklahoma on murder trial.
Oh, yeah. The guy who was taking meth and got into an argument about Bigfoot with the guy. He ended up killing the guy.
Yes.
And the reason he says is that the guy was trying to became a sacrifice
Yes.
to Bigfoot.
Yes. The guy he killed this guy out of self-defense because this other guy was going to sacrifice him and float his body down the river and feed him to the Bigfoots. He said that was the only logical explanation.
Feed him. Feed him to the
Yes.
Bigfoots.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
He
That
told
was
the
the
judge.
that was the judge.
Yeah, during his trial, that was the only logical explanation. Okay, but he admitted to using methamphetamine since 1990, and but he did tell the psychologist that interviewed him to determine whether he was competent to stand trial. He told the psychologist that the last time he'd used meth was probably 3 or 4 days before this. So I'm thinking he had probably been up for 3 or 4 days, and this was more than likely a meth-induced psychosis where he was like, thinking things way out there. But methamphetamines are not good for you.
No, they're not.
But those are the two big stories on the news, and this other stuff had really had to dig and dig.
Oh, and there's some other group on Facebook posting the Bigfoot peeper video.
Oh, you're kidding me.
The video trying to say,
Again?
oh, this guy from Colorado, but they're posting the video. Now, if we remember, the guy from Colorado said the video was destroyed at a fire in his mom's house, and all he had was pictures. So whoever's putting that out there fully knows that it's bullshine. Fully. So if you see that video floating around, somebody pushing that Bigfoot peeper video around, they're a hoaxer. Block them.
Maybe his mom isn't dead. Maybe she's got this video and releasing it.
Yeah, well, the 8-minute long video turned out to be 21 seconds of.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And we did a show on this way back
Several times.
Yeah, and shows the rural neighborhood where he was at. Well, actually, a suburb where he was at. And the lights in behind him are the rear lights of the next door neighbor, or the back behind neighbor's rear patio lights.
And don't forget his criminal record too.
Oh yeah. That's not nice.
No, it's for it's really
really a bad one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's for
yeah.
That's fine. So figure it out, folks. We can't mention it because the gods that rule this channel will demonetize us.
Oh, no.
So we have to censor what we say.
Yeah.
And do.
No, I will not.
We won't. We have some end arounds.
No, we will not.
We will not.
Ever.
So let's
okay, what was the next one we had go?
That was it.
The Smoky Mountain Bigfoot Festival.
Oh yes.
That's coming up. It says this was out of the Elizabethton Star. We have Elizabethtown about 35 miles up the road, but this is the Elizabethton Star down in Tennessee. And it says Smoky Mountain's Bigfoot Festival collides with Star Wars Day for fun-filled event. Now, this was Monday, April 15th, 2024. And
say it ain't so.
Yeah. And from Townsend, Tennessee, Smoky Mountain Bigfoot Festival will return for its 4th year on Saturday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you at the Townsend Visitor Center located at 7906 East Lamar Alexander Parkway, in case anybody wants to go. This year, the festival occurs on the same day as National Star Wars Day. Of course, that's May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
Bigfoot fans of all ages can come experience the mystical science and tantalizing fun of the mystical being. Well, that's a double-edged sword there. I'm not sure what I would enjoy more, the Bigfoot stuff or the Star Wars stuff. You got a lot of those people dress up in like C-3POs and Princess Leia's and stuff like that. That would be cool. But it says fans can start the day getting their hearts pumping by participating. Yeah. Oh,
you see a lot of like people as stormtroopers, a couple of Darth Vaders, a Luke, maybe even a young Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
But you never see a Jar Jar Binks.
Never.
Poor Jar Jar.
This next part, I'm not certain I can agree with this. It says fans can start the day getting their hearts pumping by participating in the Bigfoot 5K and fun run.
That's not any fun at all. Any run is not fun. The only time you see me running means the laxative is working. That's it.
It'd be like that. You see that meme online about Dr. Evil. He rolls up to the camera and says, "How about no?"
How about no?
I'm sorry. If I was at the
How about no, you crazy Dutch bastard?
If I was to enter in a 5K fun run, I would probably be dead by about 0.02K. Oh man. Oh, okay. Back to business now. Okay.
That was business. We were talking Bigfoot.
Well, so
who the hell wants to do a Bigfoot run?
If you want to go on the Bigfoot 5K fun run, it begins at 9 a.m. outside Peaceful Side Social. Race tickets are $50.
Wait. You're going to run and you got to pay them
you gotta
to run?
Pay. Yes, you got to pay. But it includes a festival ticket, evening parking, Bigfoot t-shirt, Bigfoot lanyard, headband, and a medal at the finish line.
Headband.
Yes. Organizers say they're hoping to get 1,000 runners, so they want $50,000. Okay, we're going to raise $50,000. Who is going to? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you, if you want to do that, a 5K run, okay, for Bigfoot, you come to Kentucky. We'll let you do a 5K run for $40. And we might even throw in a glass of ski or an iced tea, at the end of the run.
And a headband.
Yeah, and a headband, maybe a wristband too. Expert. But no, don't be holding your breath on seeing Chris at the snorting again.
This is getting, the Bigfoot news is turning out to be like the Bigfoot comedy show.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can't write this stuff. I mean, they write it. We just talk about it. Okay, don't blame us. We just talk about it. But it says the anticipation of more than 10,000 visitors excites us. Well, I guess so, said Kim Mitchell, director of tourism for Blount Partnership. I guess that's their local thing. Blount County. Okay. These guests have the opportunity to explore Townsend and greater Blount County area. This is one of our favorite events of the year, and we look forward to visitors from near and far engaging in the Bigfoot Festival as well as Blount County.
Wait, I got a great idea. If I had the money, I would enlist like a 5 or 10 friends.
Yeah.
And we all put stormtrooper costumes on and show up at the Bigfoot run on the 4th.
Oh no. You got to run it as a Chewbacca.
Okay, yeah, a Chewie or run a Han Solo, a Chewie, a Stormtrooper, and Darth Vader running after them. How about that?
Okay, now if I'm wearing like a full fur suit,
and you know what? We'll get the suit, right? Dress up like Luke and get the suit, the Tauntaun suit, so it looks like we're running on a Tauntaun. You know, like on the Empire Strikes Back when they were on Hoth, Luke was on the Tauntaun.
Oh no. If I run that thing in a full fur suit, I wouldn't last 0.01 tenth of a kilometer. No way.
I run right into the bar. Give me a beer.
Or the nearest chair. That'd be fine. Now, I could drive an electric wheelchair or something around it for 5K. I don't know if the batteries would hold up, but other than that, there's not going to be any running. No.
Reminds me of that little old lady. Remember the commercial for those little scooty things? And the woman's backing up and she's like near the Grand Canyon. And this guy's saying, like, just a few more feet back, just a few more. Oops. Now that's a picture.
Oh, God.
You know what? That's a great idea, too. Show up at a Star Wars convention in a Star Trek uniform.
Oh, you're going to start a war there, man.
Wait a minute. This isn't a Star Trek convention?
Oh, no.
Yes, at the hover round. Yes. Thank you, Don.
The hover round. Donald knows, yes.
A few more feet back. A few more. Whoops. Now that's a picture. That'll go viral. Grandma sitting on the hover round in front of the Grand Canyon. That's just a picture. Her going over the Grand Canyon. That's viral, baby. That's viral.
Oh, man.
Am I in rare form tonight?
I remember those commercials. I remember them, yeah.
I am in freaking rare form tonight.
Okay. My side is hurting. My face is hurting from smiling too much. That's sorry,
okay,
folks.
That's okay. There's a certain show host whose face is killing me over on another channel, but we won't say who that four-eyed fuck is. All right, how about that? Sorry, had to say it.
Oh. Okay. Next. Let's see.
Next,
what we got here? Let's see. Oh man, that's old. That's like from 2017. I told you guys the Bigfoot news we had to scrape. Man, this is from 2017. It says Bigfoot sighting reported in California. Fresno County, California. We've all heard stories of Bigfoot, people saying they've seen the legendary beast all over the country. And now another sighting in the Golden State. According to paranormal expert Jeffrey Gonzalez, the most recent sighting was near Avocado Lake. Gonzalez says a local farmer saw a family of 5 or 6 Bigfoot running on his ranch in the middle of the night. Odd thing. One of them, which is extremely tall, had a pig over its shoulder. And the 5 scattered. And the one with the pig was running so fast it didn't see an irrigation pipe and it tripped. The pig flying over, said Gonzalez.
When pigs fly, well, apparently pigs are flying. There it is.
So there's 5 Bigfoots, 5 big feet, whatever you want to call them. One of them's carrying a pig over his shoulder, and he's booking so fast, he trips over an irrigation pipe, and the pig goes flying. Can you make this stuff up? I mean, could a reasonable person make that up? I mean,
Jen says the barbecue's ruined.
The pig is going to be a little bruised, maybe tenderized some. But,
Pulled pork.
Yeah. So that's pretty bad. Bat Mom says, I lived by Fresno. Those were tweakers, not Bigfoot.
Likely, yes. They were probably the same tweakers that were in San Antonio, Texas back in 2012 behind the Home Depot.
So yeah, that was from October 12th, 2017. Fresno. If you're out in Fresno County, hey, look out. There could be a pig stealing Bigfoot out there. But I
Well,
think if you got water irrigation
there
pipes around, you're safe.
there actually was a pig stealing Bigfoot in Falk, Arkansas back
Yes.
in the late 60s.
Mhm.
When that guy had his champion hog, taken out of its pen, but there was no drag marks and it was lifted out of the pen.
And these pigs are heavy, believe me.
And they fly, apparently.
Yeah, if you can run with it over your shoulder and trip over an irrigation pipe, they can fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the office assistant is out.
Oh,
He's out cold.
I hope my stories didn't put him out.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Well,
But
there's another story it says, that's why.
right.
It says page not found. There was one. It said, "Is Bigfoot in Ohio? A company is paying $1 million for tips to find the creatures."
That's pretty right. Old school running back running with the pigskin.
I clicked on that link and it said page not found. So that's how old this article is.
So if he was running with the pigskin and he tripped and he dropped it, wouldn't that be a fumble?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that would be a fumble.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the penalty would be. Maybe back up 10 yards or something. Oh, man.
But anyway, well, we knew tonight was going to be a slow news show, so we appreciate everybody hanging in there for us tonight. But we're having a little bit of fun and just a Friday night gathering before this Sunday night. Of course, we have the great Tom Steenberg on Squatch-D Live, so that is going to be awesome. And I don't know, should we announce one of the big announcements, Chris, that we were talking about?
Up to you. If you want to share it with everybody, it's up to you.
Okay, so folks, I would like to introduce you to a new show. And I'll explain this in a little bit of vernacular as best as possible. But beginning within the next, give or take 2 to 3 weeks, we are doing a whole new show. And we're not replacing our old show. We will still have the Bigfoot news on Friday nights. We still will have Squatch-D Live on Sunday nights. We will be still posting content video here on YouTube. But for stuff we think is rather sensitive, we're going to a whole new show. And as it calls up, and it's going to be called Squatch-D Dark. And folks, it's not going to be on YouTube, because Squatch-D Dark is going to be totally uncensored and unruled by anybody. The links will be forwarding very soon to where you can find this show. And that show will be on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Now, it's not a live podcast. It'll be pre-recorded, but it's going to be done in a live type of format. And it will be uncensored 100%. So there we go. So, and it's not a monetized channel. I also make that. Occasionally, we will do, in lieu of the Bigfoot news, when we have slow nights like this, we will do a Squatch-D After Dark, where we discuss the previous day's dark episode. But don't expect to find content from that dark episode on After Dark. There's a reason why it's going to Squatch-D Dark. And where it's going to come off of is actually Don asks, is it going on Rumble? No, it's actually not. It's going on a page on my own web server. So I am the only arbiter of its content. Somebody's got to bitch about it. They got to come to me. Simple as that. And as a matter of fact, we're going to probably be doing a lot more evidence reviews on Squatch-D Dark.
Yes.
And again, it's not monetized. There will be a link for Buy Me a Coffee there. If you find, the content great, or somebody passing by finds the content great, they could donate to Buy Me a Coffee. But we will still run the full channel here and memberships and stuff like that. So we're all good with that.
Mick asks, does this mean you guys will be doing the dark show commando style?
No. Just understand, when Chris and I die, we're donating our bodies to science fiction.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So the bottom line is that I was looking for a place to put material that can be untouchable. And, nobody's getting my goat here. For every action, there is a plan in place to react.
Yep. That's fun.
But the funny thing is that, yes, I will be following a lot of the same rules that I follow here over on Squatch-D TV Dark.
Sure.
There may be a few rules that are able to bend, like where you don't have ads. It'll be ad free. So I don't have to worry about language. I don't have to worry about censoring certain words.
Right.
And I'll be able to relay that content out without, any retribution from anybody. Jen asked, does the office doesn't have a spot on the dark show? I don't know. So the dark, Squatch-D TV Dark will do a lot of analysis and stuff like that. A little more of the controversial analysis. We will still do like the Yowie picture stuff that's in the public domain. We will.
The dark side may not be as friendly as you're used to.
In actuality, I think it's what people want. It's what people deserve, is to hear that, to see it.
Well, it depends on what type of person you are. Believe me, I actually, in Star Wars, I rooted for Darth Vader. All along, I rooted for Darth Vader because I knew all along there was something good inside him.
Right.
I always knew it. And sure enough.
But yeah, and we will do is, because we don't have that live interaction on this new channel, we will have occasionally, like I said, an after dark show where it'll give you, the audience, you, our listeners, you, our watchers, a chance after seeing that video to ask questions and respond to it, and where we can discuss it without graphics, and without necessarily even names sometimes, and be able to discuss it without bothering anybody's privacy or copyright. And we're not letting somebody's, highbrow stance in some office somewhere say, I don't understand. We got that all covered.
Yeah. That way, there won't be no problem. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
Amen. Yeah, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. I like that. That's our new. That may actually be a tagline for the show. Oh, Mick said you wanted, to be honest, Chris, you wanted to see Jar Jar Binks to be diced by Darth Maul.
Yes, I never did like Jar Jar. People liked him, but I wanted to see.
No, understand.
I wanted him to see fall. I wanted to see him fall under the red lightsaber. That's true enough.
Or at least, get a bop on his nose by Qui-Gon Jinn.
That would have been good. Yeah.
Well, anyway,
the chat it's hopping. I mean, we got
hopping. Oh yeah, I heard that myth. Jar Jar is a Sith Lord. LOL. I heard that, the Star Wars theory. But why are we diverting back to Star Wars again?
He's probably, Jar Jar's probably evil. I'm sorry, we got off on the Star Wars thing, and I think Jar Jar Binks was probably evil.
Yeah,
in reality. But I knew Darth Vader was good. I knew he was. You can't be that bad and not be good.
There is. Nikki is going to do a formal review on Monday.
Oh, great. All right. This is going to be about the movie, right?
Yep. Is it going to get one porcupine or is it going to get 5 porcupines? We'll all see.
Well, I like to watch that. Yeah. And I will see the movie when it comes out on Prime or HBO or whoever. One of the services. You know, I cut my cable years ago, haven't looked back, and still get the same services. You know, if I want HBO, okay, we got it. If I want Showtime, well, we got it.
Don't get me a
No big
Snapple.
deal. Yeah.
Well, anyway, Chris, I don't know how far or where we can take the rest of this show. We've kind of gone out of this.
We're done.
We've talked about it, all of this nonsense going on in the news. Really not much of a big news week unless you go into that Australian picture, which really, when you're just talking about a single picture, not so much in the news. You know, we expect video these days. Video. But anyway, we might as well sign off for the night. It's about 1:15.
Yeah, I think that's plenty.
And unless anybody has a question in chat, I guess not.
And remember, everybody, Sunday night we're going to be doing Squatch-D TV
with the great Tom Steenberg.
Thomas Steenberg. Wow.
Lester's yelling at us. He wants 10 more minutes. Okay, Lester.
Okay,
will
topics. Anybody? Topics? You know. There's only so much you can do.
Well, you know, I do see that there are a couple of Bigfoot cruises going on.
Bigfoot cruises.
Yeah, where people can take a cruise with like people like Dr. Jeff Meldrum, and there's another one with Meldrum and Eric Altman, and whatever. Man, I'd like somebody to say, "Hey, would you like to be a speaker on one of those cruises?" That would be a nice gig.
Well, you know, I don't know that I would like a cruise. It's not, you know, from fear of the water. I can swim, but the only problem is I can only swim about 10 minutes, and then I'm like, but I'm just not really crazy about cruises. Maybe I've never been on a cruise, so you know, a really official type thing where you spend like a week or so on the water. But doesn't most of the cruise ships just have like a casino or something? I could probably get into that.
Grass says, yes. Well, they are. One's going to Alaska, and apparently one is going to Bermuda. Yeah, you know, if I was booked on one of those cruises, I would not worry about being on the ocean or anything like that. You can find me at the buffet.
Yeah.
That will be my post, unless I'm speaking. I will be at the buffet. At the end of the buffet will be my table, my books, and you will see me have about 50 plates spread out all over the place, most of them empty. And
well, yeah, that's the nice thing about casinos. They have a nice buffet. So all a cruise ship is a floating casino, I think. I don't know.
Is a Sasquatch your entertainment director on the cruise? Yes. And actually, it's a female Sasquatch. Her name is Julie Gesundheit. Okay.
Has anybody out there been on a cruise?
Well, Dark, hold on. We got a ton of questions now. First, a comment Steve would put on 50 pounds. Probably. Because after all, my favorite food is seconds. Okay, so boxing seems to be ramping up lately. It's always been that way. Actually, I've seen a little bit of a downtrack. Last year was pretty bad in the fall, but for the first quarter this year, it doesn't seem as bad, truthfully.
Well, that's the thing, you know, about Bigfoot. A lot of times there's a dry spell, and then you have somebody maybe make something up.
Well, the dark episodes stay up after Thursday. That is the intent.
Yeah,
that is the intent. So, my web server should be able to handle a number of episodes, and if it starts to falter or we have any issues with it, then we will merely take those episodes and upload them to another area where they'll be downloadable. So yeah.
Mick says it would be cool to have a Sasquatch cruise down the Mississippi River.
Certainly.
I think I could agree with that. You can always swim to the bank.
I remember the outlaw Josie Wales. Remember where the guys were taking the barge? Yes, bang. That's what we call the Mississippi boat ride.
Or the Missouri boat ride. Missouri.
So, yeah, let's talk about the PA Bigfoot camping adventure real quick, too. Let's play the little short.
Late at night, shadows creeping deep in the woods, secrets lay sleeping. Squatch-D TV, they're on the chase. Even Chris, no mystery, they can't face. While green hoaxes explode to hide. There's a chance for the Bigfoot mystery. Free truth, science, and clarity. Squatch-D TV, they're the real deal. Uncovering the truth, it's time to reveal. Squatch-D TV, take us on your quest. Find a legend, put the rumors to rest. Watch TV, they're on the chase. Even Chris, no mystery, they can't face. While green hoaxes explode to hide. There's a chance for the Bigfoot mystery. Free truth, science, and clarity. Squatch TV, they're the real deal. Uncovering the truth, it's time to reveal. Squatch TV, take us on your quest. Find a legend, put the rumors to rest.
Yes, that's right, folks. The Bigfoot Camping Adventure, which is September 20th and 21st, 2024, in the lovely Benner's Meadow in Pennsylvania, in Fayette County, southeastern Pennsylvania, right on the Chestnut Ridge. Great time. Why don't you guys, if anybody is not involved in that, you have that time off, come down, visit us. Not only are there great lectures during the day, people like myself, Eric Altman, Jay Bachochin, Dr. Brian Parsons, and Kenny Biddle from the Skeptical Inquirer will all be giving lectures and presentations. There'll be workshops. One I know is by David Wickham. Another one is by
Taters.
Yep, Taters will be there. And then at night, what we do is we all team out and we go out and we go into actual areas. We go to actual areas that there have been Bigfoot sightings that the late, great Dave Dragosin used to talk about in a lot of his pieces with us. God, I miss Dave. And I will always remember that. And that's also the heart of where next week's membership video is coming out. Our next membership live stream, which is going to be Wednesday this week, where we talk about the Bigfoot cold case. And we talk about the processes and how we actually came to the conclusions we did. I think you'll find it a real fascinating thing because it's something that a lot of conventional stuff did not work, because this was at the time, it was almost a 50-year-old case. It was like a 46-year-old case when I first started delving into this. And within a month, I pretty much got the answer by reading the book, notating things, and then looking at different things. It's going to be a very interesting membership thing. That'll be this Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern till 10 p.m. Eastern. Now, Squatch-D TV Dark will probably come out the week after next. So I'm just giving that a tentative guideline, but that'll be coming out real soon. So we got a lot of moving parts right now. And as well, let me not forget as well to advertise this. So there you have it. That'll be coming out May 31st. So
I like that electronic music you put into that, man. That was really,
yes.
really. You guys didn't see it, but I had like a dance thing going on from the chair.
From the chair, yes, that's right. At our age, that's about the only dancing we can do lately. It's from the chair.
The thing, yeah.
But anyway, so there you have it. Those are the big things that are on the plate. Okay, question. Are he speakers included in the ticket? Speakers, yeah. You pay for the ticket and you can go in. It's open field, general admission. Set your chairs up where you want. You can listen to the speakers, partake in the events, stuff like that. So, as far as Pennsylvania, I don't know the exact list of speakers, to tell you the truth. Been dealing with a lot the last 6 weeks, as a lot of you know, since getting hit by the tractor trailer. It's been a lot of calls with doctors, insurance companies, like 3 different insurance companies I got to deal with. Actually 4. Attorney calls, going to the doctor 3 days a week, and YouTube bullshit. So it's been a busy, so I'm really haven't been focused on that just yet. It's in September. As we get closer to the date, I will definitely make everybody more aware. Of course, on the end of the month, September 29th, I believe, is the Whitehall Sasquatch Calling Festival. For those who are in the New York area, that I know that the speaking staff almost off the top of my head. You got Emily Fleur, you got Bruce Hallenbeck, Paul Bartholomew, myself, Michael Land from Tactical Bigfoot Research. We're all going to be giving presentations there. Then there's this great Sasquatch Calling Festival after that IMC, and then invitational to our channel members. You can come along and tag along up into Research Area 1 and get a listen to things and a sight of things and see if anything yells back at you like we had last year happen. So that is that's all the stuff going on. So it's gonna pick up. It's getting quite busy. But I will say this, that I did resolve a lot of issues this week with about 99% of the stuff. So that's the beautiful thing about that. So we will be back in full video production next week. So expect a couple of video drops next week. Expect, of course, we got the members only live stream on Wednesday. Sunday, we got Squatch-D TV live, and following Friday, we got the Bigfoot news. So until then, I think that's all we have right now.
Yeah.
So
thanks everybody for coming out with us tonight. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. And like I said, love you guys. You're the greatest audience in the world. We appreciate. This is more of an informal show tonight. Nothing really official. That's why we didn't really blast this all over. I knew our core members and fans would be here tonight, and I appreciate y'all showing up. Love you all. You're the greatest audience in the world. Love all that you do for this channel. You've made my life in a lot of ways a lot easier, and I appreciate all your support. And guys, I'm sorry about the bump in the road we've had the last couple. I just needed a couple of weeks to deal with me stuff, and trying to get money on the table, which now it's come. So I'm good to say that things are all well there, and that's a good feeling. So next comes, and just to let everybody know, my next big date in this whole journey of being hurt comes Monday, because today I had my MRI done. I will know on Monday what the extent of the injuries are and eventually how long it will keep me out of action for certain things. But until then, I can still walk. I can still talk. I can still even move a little bit.
I wonder if you glow in the dark now after you had all the magnetic waves go through your body today.
And the x-rays like the beginning of last month. So yeah, I've had more radio.
Can't put his keys down. They keep coming back, sticking to his hands.
Yeah, I'm going to show up at Chernobyl. It's going to freak the Chernobyl residents out. Like, but anyway, But we love you all, guys, and we'll see you all Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern for Squatch-D TV Live with the great Tom Steenberg. Again, good night, guys. Peace out.